Through everything that we do in life, through all the conversations we have, through every roller coaster we ride on, to every chair we find ourselves sitting in, some part of us is aware, always aware. No matter what we're thinking about or not thinking about, no matter what we're feeling at the time, there's some part of us that's there, always. Welcome to Vibes and Frequencies. My name is Nathan Lindsay, host of Vibes and Frequencies, and in this episode, we're going to be discussing, well, I don't know. And that's kind of the thing about presence, is that you never know what you're going to get. Anything could happen. It's beautiful. But we are going to be discussing presence in this new Vibes and Frequencies series. So take a moment to scroll below and subscribe so that you do not miss future episodes in this series about presence. Presence is an incredible phenomena that is capable for every single one of us. It's woven into who we are to experience at all times, unconditionally, through anything that we do. And this brings in about so many exciting things in our lives, but it doesn't matter whether we know what is going to come of it or not, because simply the being of it is enough to fulfill you in all the ways that you've been looking for, but might have been missing. Because in the looking, many of us have lost our presence. If you reach hundreds of thousands of people, but you are not present, you've accomplished nothing. You've played in a fantasy story that isn't real, and sooner or later, it will end. And everything that begins ends. If you reach 0 people and are present, great. You've really, truly done a lot. So this is a conversation that I had with an enlightened master named Peter. Just yesterday, we spent 3 hours together in his Zen dojo, and it was an incredibly illuminating energy to be present in. And I'm extremely grateful. And many things that Peter said, it really wasn't Peter saying them. And this is an important distinction about presence that we can be aware of, is that Peter is not a master of anything. It is Peter who has been mastered by God, the universe. And it all comes from one simple energy: surrendering to the moment. Surrendering to the moment. Surrendering to the moment. Now, something that I expressed to Peter is that lately I've been feeling a fire within me that seems to want to do nothing. It has no wants. It has no desires. It simply is. And it's unconditional about what it is. It is a fire that illuminates everything and burns away the things that are not the everything that is the truth being illuminated. But it's not an agenda. It just is the way that the fire is. So I expressed to Peter that something that has been illuminated quite profoundly is a feeling of letting go of YouTube. And this has been very scary to who I have believed myself to be. For the last 2 years, I've been extremely dedicated to growing my YouTube channel. I've put everything into it as being everything to me. And so for the fire within me to illuminate that it's time to let go of this, my ego immediately began to chime in. Where am I going to get my money from? If I just surrender making YouTube videos and I do what the fire is speaking to me of just being, then I'm not giving back to anybody. It seems strange. I didn't understand. And I still don't. I don't know. That's part of the thing of presence. But in my mind, I believed for a slick moment there that letting go of YouTube meant pushing it away. Pushing it away, being done with it. But in a present moment of really being, for me, this illumination has become much more clear. It's time for me to let go of making videos. I'm done. I'm done. Now, I get to sit back and watch God make the videos. And that's an interesting energy that there's no explanation for. But it's a state of surrender. And this is part of what the present moment can do in all of us. And what it is doing, but that we're just not aware of. It's liberating us. The present moment is liberating us. Because it is us. And when you are you, you are absolutely liberated from all of the cages. Now, I've had an interesting phenomenon in my life where anything I've ever wanted, I got. Truly, it's hard for me to think of anything that I wanted that I didn't get. The funny thing is that any time I wanted something and I reached out and I grabbed it, it ended up being a prison of my own creation. A prison of my own creation. And any time I've just sat back without a plan, without a path, without a direction, and closed my eyes and walked forward into the darkness, not with belief. Belief is coming from here, making it difficult for us to see what's truly here, but with faith. Two very different energies. Anytime I've ever done that, which is an ironic statement because it's not something that you do, it's something you bear witness to with the awareness. That's the present moment consciousness. Bearing witness. Not having any part in it. Just letting it happen. This is where magic blossoms. This is where everything comes to us. So, in our own unique example here of with the YouTube channel, which I'll share, is that we can let go of all of the resistance we put on things. Letting go doesn't mean stopping doing the things that you're doing, necessarily. It means simply being those things without an attachment to them. So, without an attachment to YouTube being my source of income, I don't care. I don't care where the money comes from. I have faith that it will. And that has proven true in the last few days. I'll share with you guys some of the things that have taken place that have just been mind-blowing and really stimulated this faith in me. Excuse me, that's a frequency generator. Lightning likes to unplug it. Huh, buddy? You handsome guy. Bearing witness to the things that are happening And this is what is now taking place for me with my videos, which has been my biggest attachment ever for the last 2 years. It has been my most powerful attachment. Attachment to having an audience, feeling the need to have an audience for the things that I'm saying, feeling a need for my financial income to come from this. I do not care. Why would I? Everything is perfect, and we might not be able to see that on this level, but it is. Everything is perfect. From all pain and suffering comes blooming of truly magnificent energy. And so, who are we to say, this is good, or this is bad, or even this is what I want, and this is what I don't want? So I'm done making YouTube videos. I'm going to let God and the universe make them, through me. It has nothing to do with me. I'm done requiring that anybody watches the videos at all. I don't care. I'm making the video because I'm bearing witness to the universe creating it through me. I don't care. And I don't have a requirement for the money to come through this. And suddenly, there's a true beauty taking place here. At least on my end. And I'm okay with that. I am. Because if you reach 0 people, or even 1 person, and you're present, you've truly done a lot. In ways that we can't understand on this level. But a person who is truly present in their being of God and being the channel for it, this is doing far more than we could possibly imagine. It doesn't matter if you're present what you do. It doesn't matter if you make YouTube videos for hundreds of thousands of people. It doesn't matter if you deliver food for DoorDash. It does not matter if you attend a gas station. It does not matter if you drive a trash truck. It doesn't matter if you're a rich and famous rock star influencing millions of people. It's all an illusion. It's all not real. There's this saying, roll boulder uphill, boulder comes down, roll boulder back uphill again. Just keep going. This is what we've all been doing. Just rolling the boulder over and over and over again. And none of it matters. It's all going to fade away. And we will always awaken to what we truly are. A stillness, in emptiness, in awareness. The present moment. So, we can open ourselves to that now and experience the bliss of that in our human experience, or we can run on a hamster wheel forever. The truth is that it really doesn't matter. There's nothing that you need to do. So in that sense, you can do whatever you want. That's true. But who cares? It's come through me. Not because it's something I've come up with on my own or intellectualized or read in a book and am rehashing for you here on YouTube. But because it's the present moment, and it's oh so good. Just be. You don't know what that will lead to, and you don't know what it won't lead to. Who cares though? Because it's just an illusion and dream. Let go. Surrender to the present moment and just be. And I can guarantee you, I, the me that I am who has bared witness to the magic that is fruited from this, I can guarantee to you that you will be more than okay. You will be taken care of. We just need to release our attachments as to what that means. These definitions of what it means to be taken care of, where you want the money to come from, where you want the support to come from. These are the things to release. It doesn't matter. None of it's real anyways. Light. This is light for anybody who doesn't know. I love you, buddy. It's funny, though, because I don't really love Light. His name is Light. The love that I feel, it's there because it's the present moment consciousness. It's who we are. Everything just reflects it back to us when you're present. I love this microphone, but I really don't. I am just love, and the microphone is reflecting it back. Light is reflecting it back. Our relationships reflect it back. Everything reflects it back. In this series, we're just going to be present. I can't tell you what's going to be spoken about in these episodes. Might not be linear. It might, though. We're just going to be present together and see what happens and bear witness to the magic that unfolds. So that's what's happening in this series. Again, make sure to subscribe below so that you do not miss the future episodes. Now, something interesting that happened was that I was terrified to release this attachment to the YouTube, because it's pretty clear at this point that I could intentionally make certain kinds of videos that will go viral on YouTube. I figured out how to do it. I can make viral videos. I can make videos that sell products and things. I could become rich and famous in the span of just a few months. I'm incredibly certain of this. But it means nothing. It means nothing, and it's a prison because it isn't truth. It's false. A lot of things that people want to click are. And it's because the things that are present and are here and are aware, they challenge our very existence. That's why we push against them. But having had my existence challenged, feeling into the illusion that it is, guess what? I'm still here. I'm not dead. I'm just more alive than ever. Though sometimes there's so much love that is in me that it feels like it's going to kill me. It's an interesting experience. What I tend to do is just surrender and let it kill me. And it's usually quite beautiful. How am I going to make my payments, How am I going to support this person that's about to come into my life? How am I going to do all of these things? If I surrender and I don't make viral content and I don't intentionally make content that I know people will like, well, then what ends up happening is the things that come out of my mouth, people tend to not to be interested in, at least at this time right now. Perhaps in the future. I don't know. I don't care. That's for God to decide, not me. But it's scary to let go of that and not know where the money's going to come from. But I did. Rather, I didn't. I did nothing. It's the opposite of doing anything. So I just surrendered to this energy is the best way to verbalize it, but even that's not true because I didn't do anything. But in surrendering to the energy and letting it be, I instantly received multiple happenstances of where income will be coming from. Because at this point, it feels pretty clear it's not going to be coming from YouTube anymore for me. But I'd rather just be honest and truthful and be present. That is what means more. But I was walking through Whole Foods, and some gentleman sitting at a table across the way in the eating section, he heard me talking to my friend Tyler, who's here visiting right now in Sedona. And he heard and he said, "Hey, I hear you talking. I feel your vibe, man. Just based on your energy and what you're saying, you're gonna love this art that I make. Can I show you? Do you have a minute?" He said, "Okay." Not to please anybody, not because I felt I had to, but in a state of presence and non-resistance, that's just what happened. It's what I bared witness to. I walked over, I sat there for 10 or 15 minutes while he flipped through his phone, showed me some beautiful artwork he's doing, expressed his spiritual journey, and then he asked me what I do. And I said, on one hand, I don't do anything. I just, I told him, yeah, I make YouTube videos. He said, oh man, that's what I'm trying to do, but I don't have the time or the knowledge about how to get the YouTube channel built and then how to work with the algorithm. And he said, well, would you be willing to be a consultant for this? I'll pay you. Well, we can meet up, you could build my channel essentially, teach me, the algorithm, how to do these things, consult me over video chat when you're not here in Sedona. I would really appreciate you taking me on as a client in that way. He said, what do you make videos about? I said, spiritual stuff. And that's what he's all about. And there was a profound resonance. And the joke was that I had nothing to do with it at all. I simply recognized the opportunity as it took place. He said, do you consult for things like this? I said, yes, without hesitation. I'm absolutely certain that I could help you build your YouTube channel and help you to build a real, true community there. So this is just one echo. I surrendered. I don't need money to come from my YouTube videos that I'm creating. I don't need it. I don't care. Everybody cannot click it because it's not interesting to them. It doesn't matter. Because I'm present. Presence is a beautiful thing. It's liberating. I'm not afraid anymore. So extremely grateful to everyone here, to everyone who's ever been here, who has left because it no longer resonates, to all the new people that will find themselves here in the future. Thank you. There's so many things to do, it seems like. So much to do, so much to achieve. So many things being marketed to us that will help us to achieve a perfect state within ourselves. A great quote to leave you with, until next episode, is that everything you have ever been looking for is actually the one who is looking. Who is looking? Thank you. See you for the next episode. My name's Nathan. Make sure to subscribe, like below if you like this video. Feel free to drop a comment if your presence leads you to do so. For no purpose at all, but because it's what you're bearing witness to. Those would be some great comments to see. I have a feeling I'll see some. Thank you. And see you soon.